Welcome to Instruqt Tutorials. In this video, we'll discuss setting up version control in Instruqt. We'll use Git to manage content on Instruqt. It works on Windows, macOS, and Linux, and if you're on macOS or many Linux systems, you might already have it installed. Let's first verify if you already have Git installed. Open up your terminal application and run the git version command. We'll either see the current Git version or a command not found message. If it's not installed, follow the setup guides linked in the documentation for macOS, Windows, or Linux. If you're on a Mac, you'll also need to make sure that Mac developer tools are installed. To do this, open up a new terminal and run xcode-select --install. Let's set up your Git identity so your commits are properly labeled. We'll start by configuring your name. This helps others recognize who made each change. To do this, type in the terminal git config --global user.name and then in parentheses your name. Make sure to replace your name with your own name. Next, setting your email helps tell authors apart if they share the same name. In your terminal, we'll run the command git config --global user.email your email at example.com and replace the email section with your real email. We'll use this same email again in the next step, so make sure it's a valid one. If you don't have a GitHub account yet, go ahead and create one using the same email you set up in the previous step. To connect Git with GitHub securely, we'll need an SSH key. Let's return to the terminal and run the following command with the same email address we configured before. This generates a new SSH key using your email as a label. We are asked to enter a file in which to save the key. Let's press enter to use the default location. Now it's asking us to enter a passphrase. Pick something secure and memorable, and then press enter. You'll use this passphrase later on. Note that it won't show up as you type. Then re-enter the same passphrase and enter to confirm. Everything is correct, and we see a visual representation of our key here. Great job! To link our new SSH key to GitHub, we need to add it to our account. To copy our key to the clipboard, go to the terminal and type the following code. Now in a browser, sign in to GitHub. Click your profile photo, then click Settings. In the Access section, select SSH and GPG keys. Click New SSH Key. In the title field, let's add a descriptive label for the new key. For the type of key, we'll select Authentication. Now let's paste our public key into the key field. This is the key we copied from our documentation. Click Add SSH Key. If prompted, confirm access to your account on GitHub. Awesome! Now your SSH key has been added to your GitHub account. Next, we'll set up the integration with GitHub and Instruqt. Open up play.instruqt.com and navigate under Settings to the version control page. Let's click Install to add the Instruqt app to our organization, and it will take us over to GitHub to complete the setup. First, select the organization you want to install the application in. Let's review what the Instruqt GitHub app needs access to. Read access to metadata, which is the default permission for an application. This includes basic information like the organization name. Read and write access to code, which allows Instruqt to sync changes between your GitHub track repos and the Instruqt platform. You can choose to grant access to all repos in your org or limit it to specific ones. Let's complete this installation by clicking Install, and we're brought back to the version control settings page. The green Installed button shows us we were successful. Great job! For more information about getting started with Instruqt and setting up version control, head to our documentation page.